Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to another episode of Jacob Walks Over a Bridge. I'm Jacob. I'm currently walking up a staircase to walk over a bridge, and I'm going to be walking over one of the most dangerous bridges in all of the city. I am walking over, or about to walk over once I get up these stairs, the Triborough Bridge, or also the RFK Bridge, but most people these days still call it the Triborough Bridge. Why is it the most dangerous bridge, you ask? Well, for a few reasons. The main reason being that once you get to the main span of the Triborough Bridge going from Randall's Island to Queens, the protective barrier between you and falling over into the water is about maybe 3 to 4 feet high tops. It's not a very high barrier. Most other bridges have fences maybe like 8 feet tall, give or take. What's ironic is that the span I'm walking now, when I'm up the staircase, is the span I'm walking across now. It's the lead up to the main span of the bridge, is totally enclosed by fence, not just one fence on either side high up, but literally I'm walking through a tunnel of cage. It's I feel safe. I'm not gonna fall out. There are even lights on top running across the top, so it's definitely safe up to this point, but once you get to the main span of the bridge, it's very unsafe. And on top of that, what makes it even more fun is that you have a extremely narrow walkway, and you have bikers who, despite the many signs that tell them to not ride their bikes across, they still, you're supposed to walk them, but they do not follow those directions, and they bike on a very narrow walkway where there's not much room between you and falling to your death. Something I don't like to think about, but I don't know if that adds to the fun of the bridge or if that just makes it scary. I haven't walked over this bridge in a while, more than a year at least, when things used to happen. I remember stuff and things used to happen all the time before COVID, but when this particular thing called softball happened, more specifically ad league slow pitch softball, we used to play our games on Randall's Island, and in lieu of going to Manhattan, where, quick explanation, we'd take a bus from around near where our office was to Randall's Island and back to Manhattan to a bar after the games to unwind and play Flip Cup. Now, when I was living in Queens, sometimes I thought it made more sense, especially because I don't really drink that much, to go to, instead of going to the bar, I would peace out from my team and then walk from Randall's Island to Queens, which relatively short walk compared to the other walks I'm used to doing. The span of the Triborough Bridge, it empties out in Astoria. So when I was living in Astoria, that just made a lot of sense. It was convenient and easy to figure that out. Once I moved to Manhattan, though, I always went back with a team, hence not walking over this bridge in a long time. So it's fairly quiet. This isn't, I guess, the most, it's not the Brooklyn Bridge. People aren't flocking here to take pictures. What was interesting was that there was a sign right at the beginning of the bridge, or I guess the stairway up. I could have taken a walkway up. It is ADA friendly, but I was closer to the stairs, and I was like, why not take the stairs? There's a sign at the bottom of the stairwell that said, "No photography is allowed," which made it sound like people can't take pictures on the bridge, which makes sense because considering how tempting it is for people to take photos while on the dangerous part of the span, it just makes sense that they don't want people to be doing anything too dangerous. And I still don't understand why they haven't changed the gate situation, or at least made it safer. Unclear on that, but as you'll see in an Instagram photo I'm going to share, I'm A, going to break the rules, and B, showcase how nice the view can be when you don't have to worry about a gate. I'm also going to take a picture just because I think it's interesting. So you get to a point where there's stairs to walk up to the main part, and they include a rail for bikes, so people can walk their bikes up the stairwell without having to bang the wheels on every step, which I think is neat. Something smells bad up here. Don't think it's me. Hope it's not me. Oh yeah, there we go. You get your first biker. Maybe they did update the. I'm on the main span. I don't know if you can tell because of all the noise, but we're walking over traffic on this bridge. Can't tell immediately if it's going to be all the way, but the fence does look higher up than it was before, which is nice, I guess. Makes it feel a little safer. But, like I said, I already passed one biker. The walkway here is at maybe 5 feet wide, 6 at most, so not that much room for error when it comes to people biking. They can come from behind you, in front of you. It's hard to tell when they're coming, especially if it's loud. Bikes aren't always the best at telling people where they are when they're passing. It is a nice day. Well, a little hot, but other than that, it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. These days, it seems like the forecast changes every hour you look at it. And I was looking last night, looking at what the bridge walking weather was going to be like today. It definitely looked precarious, is the word. Precarious. There were some thunderclouds around the middle of the day. Not a terribly high percentage at any hour, but it looked like it was going to rain at some point, or at least be overcast and drab. But it's actually, there's barely any clouds in the sky, and I know that can change at a moment's notice, but definitely looks like a nice day. Alright, so now I think I'm getting to the point where, it's going to get dangerous. As I remember correctly, they do not have a high gate. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of what the gate situation looks like going up to the main point. So you'll be able to see that there is a gate of a safety gate, decent height at some point on the bridge. But then I'm going to turn around this corner and boom, nothing. And another bike, a couple bikes, which you're not supposed to do. I'm making sure to stare them down. I guess the stairs are both easier and harder to do with masks on. I can give them the glare, and my eyes are the most expressive thing right now about my face, but without the pouty look that I'm known for taking pictures. It's hard for them to really know if I'm just looking at them, or looking at them just to look at them, or looking at them because I disapprove of their decisions in life, mainly putting all of our lives in danger. So yeah, I'm at the main part of the bridge now. I'm gonna take a video